we're going to go from this to this to this. Hello, I'm Chris Jones. I'm the author of Bumblebee Loops, and this is the first of 3 videos. We're going to take that particular bumblebee loop, which I call the E loop, on my book, Bumblebee Loops. On page 4, it's called Begin Bumblebee. For clarinetists, it's the bottom left of that page, or page 8 for more extensive exercises. So today we're going to talk about, in this video, the left-hand clarinet position on this loop. The second and third videos, we're going to practice that loop and increase the tempo from 100 to 200 in each video, 1 1/8 notes and 1 16ths. Great, so let's talk about left-hand clarinet position right here. Okay, so this starts on E, the thumb and first finger E, and basically I'll just talk through the loop real quick. It's chromatic then down to C. Then pops back up to F. And then you repeat that. Alright, so you don't have to have the book to get through that. All it is chromatic, and then you pop back up to the F and do a little variation. You should be able to fool around with that and get that. Now I want to explain a couple things. First of all, I'm using a chromatic fingering for the E flat / D sharp, okay? So most of you probably learned first that if you finger a D and you put the bottom side key down, that's an E flat, right? That's the first one you learned. And you might know as an alternate, there's the banana key version, so it's a D plus the banana key, all right? Chromatically, it's actually best to use the banana key version. Diatonically, which is major and minor scales, it's best to use the side key, all right? So first of all, I'll go through it again and watch how I'm doing it. And the reason that's better is because it's just more efficient if you want to go extremely fast tempos to keep that all in the left hand. All right, now let's talk about real clarinet hand position in the left hand. Most people approach the clarinet at a 90-degree angle, okay? You see a 90-degree angle with the clarinet in my hand. And when you do that, your pointer finger in the left is way far away. It might not look like it's far away, but you see the black of the clarinet there between the finger and the A key. Well, that means you always have to pick up and put down to get to the A key, and then you know, in this position you have to move your wrist to get to G sharp. That's no good. That's way inefficient if you want to play at fast speeds in the future here. Now, so what I do is I kind of come from above. My pointer finger in the left hand is always touching the A key. It's always on top of it, and it's always hugging the G sharp key. So anytime I need to get over to those, I'm ready to go. It's a point of efficiency, basically. So, and the other thing too is left pinky should be resting, or should not resting, but the position should always be on that E or clarion B. All right? Now, so not this, but this. You need to get a mirror out and take a look at how you're doing there. All right, so let's just talk about the next 2 videos real quick. Okay, so I'm going to put this on 100. The purpose of these videos are for you to practice with me. All right, so get your clarinet now and go do this. I'll explain how I'll do those 2 videos. I'll count off 1, 2, rest, rest, and then we play the excerpt in 1/8 notes. So if you want to try it with me now, you can pause it, go get the clarinet, and come back. All right, here we go. 1, 2. Great, and one of the biggest things I missed on talking about this left hand position is not letting your fingers fly high, okay? You're not waving at mom or dad in the audience. You're not waving at anybody. If you do that, it's going to be way inefficient. So keep your fingers always over the tone holes and very close to the instrument. That will help you with your speeds. And then, so video number 2, we start right there in eighth notes, and what I'll do is I'll notch it up, notch each on the metronome up to 200. You'll go with me on that, and at the end of that video will be there. So that'll be the quarter note equals 200, but you're playing the 16th notes basically in eighth notes. Then what we do is in video 3, we're going to start at 100 again, but you're going to play at 16ths. So I'll do that. I'll count it. 1, 2. And what you need to understand is that's where you ended on video number 2. So then at the end of video number 3, one of the most important things I need to let you know about is this. So each video, this hand position video, is roughly 10 minutes, and the next 2 videos will be roughly 10 minutes. So the thing that I need to make a big point to you about is that if you cannot make a tempo, like so let's say you're just a first or second year clarinetist and you don't have a lot of speed on your hands, you don't know all the chromatic notes quite yet or whatever, don't push it. Don't try to push too far because you probably will develop bad habits. So it's best for you to take these tempos slowly and then kind of notate where, okay, I start going off the rails on the eighth notes around 144. So that might be your practice tempo. 138, 144 would be your practice tempo for a couple weeks or a couple months. That's what Bumblebee Loops explains all the way through here. There's lots of tips in here. At the front end and at the back end of the book, it tells you how you can take any technical passage and really slow it down, and then incrementally work it up to where you just play it flawlessly anytime after that. Okay, again, I'm Christopher Jones. The book is Bumblebee Loops. You can find it on Amazon.com, or you can get it right this very second on the Kindle version of Amazon. And I'm also the author of clarinetnow.com, and you can visit me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, any of those stations for any clarinet tips you want to have, embouchure, articulation tips throughout that website. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you on the next video.